was like, existential oils. I'm having a crisis. Hi and welcome to my video. I'm Cecilia, or my fading skin, because my collagen is slowly fading, and that's okay. So we are in October. Can you believe it? This will be a video about my favorites for September, and there are so many favorites that I had to include and choose between. So if you've been watching my videos, you know that I was in Seoul, and I've just come back, so there are not too many Seoul products in here because I haven't had time to really test them yet, but I have some real goodies, and there's been a lot of very nice releases in September that I've been able to test and use both before my trip, during my trip, and after my trip. So I'm very excited. I'm looking at everything that I have for you today. So shall we jump right in? Let's do so. So I'm going to start with a cleanser, which is, and it's actually the first time I tried this. So this one is from Josh Rosebrook, and they sent me ahead of my travel actually they sent me 3 travel kits, which is genius. And the cleanser was in here and I hadn't tried it, and this is the one that I emptied first. I ended up loving it, and it's a surprise because looking at the ingredient list, there are some plant extract and essential oils. I was like, existential oils. I'm having a crisis. No, essential oils that my skin. It's not one of any of my reaction ingredients, but it's always a little bit borderline. But my skin has been fine with this. Maybe it's because it's a cleanser and I'm washing it off. But it's been such a nice product to use. It has this lovely scent of honey that I think that's the scent that I'm loving. It just brings a very nice experience. Let's dive in a little bit, and we're going to go in close. I'll get my Can-Be working here. Here you can see. So this is called the Josh Rosebrook Complete Moisture Cleanse. So it has honey in it. It has aloe vera, so it makes it very friendly for sensitive skin. It has sunflower oil. So those 3 ingredients are really good for my sensitive skin. The ones that I was a little bit scared of was lavender flowers, rosemary oil, and eucalyptus oil. But I think because it's in a cleanser format and it's not one of the key ones that I react to, this has been fine. But I'm actually gonna get myself a full size at some point because it's been really lovely. So that is my recommendation number 1. Then going on to the toner category, and if you have been watching my Instagram, you will not be surprised to see this one. So this is from Allies of Skin, and this is their new, let's get that kind of clear, yeah. This is their new Founder's Essence. And I mean, when Allies of Skin release something, I tend to like it. But this is the first toner they have. They have a mist, but it's the first toner. And it kind of comes in a glass bottle. Sorry, words. It's the evening and afternoon, so I'm losing out on my words. But this one has been really hydrating and nice for the skin. What I have loved about this one is that it's very rich in texture. Actually, let's dive in because I want to show you that texture whilst we are talking about it. You can also see here some of the key ingredients. And I wasn't actually that familiar with all of these. I mean, ectoin, of course, I know goji berries. They are very nice and looking after the skin barrier. But there is also an azelaic acid derivative in here, so that's really good for refining that texture. We've got copper sulfate pore refining complex, There's a glycerin hyaluronic acid in here, centella asiatica, panthenol, and a bunch of other complexes. So let me get to that texture that I promised you. 1 drop. Do you see what I mean? Like, how rich does that look? And it is bouncy. You can really feel like the hyaluronic acid, and it feels really rich, but it's also lightweight. Like, it goes straight in, and it's not sticky or anything like that. It feels very, very elegant, and yeah, for hydration and so it's looking at the hydration, really bringing that into dry skin. It is looking at your overall texture, so it's looking after that, and it's looking after your skin barrier. So this is like a multitasker, and it's, yeah, definitely worth it. I have a 20% off for this one as well. Then the next one I wanted to share with you was one of the gems from Dr. ALTHEA that the PR team there gave to me. And I mentioned this briefly if you watched my epic haul in Seoul. This was one of the gifts that I got from the Dr. ALTHEA PR team, and it's their new mist. This is a mini version, but it also comes in a bigger version. But this is sort of like a bi-phase mist interpretation of their famous 345 cream. So let's go in on this one a little bit, and you can see that there are 2 levels here. So this one has a cream layer, which you can see here on top. So this one is nourishing. It has rice bran, hyaluronic acid, and panthenol. And then if we go to this bottom layer here, which is the water essence layer, this is more for soothing. So this is your aloe leaf, centella, and metacasicide. Now, doesn't that just sound like an excellent formula? So let's go back and let's shake it up. And you see it becomes this gorgeous, very light and milky essence. And allow me to demonstrate. So mist. It's so nourishing, so it's hydrating and calming. Very much recommend this one. You can mist in between layers, you can mist during the day, you can mist. Probably my friend Mary will love this one. I should have bought her an extra, but actually I couldn't find the store yet because their store is reopening very, very soon. But I know it's also available on like YesStyle and stuff like that already. So, and it's available, and it's on 24-hour shipping instead of like 21-day shipping. So that means that they have it available. So that's good. Okay, so that was my 2 toners. Let's go to serums next. What do I have for you this time? I have four serums for you. We are going to go back to Allies of Skin because they've had a couple of very good releases in September, and both of them have become immediate favorites of mine. So this one is their beta-glucan and resveratrol hydration serum. If you've got mature, dry, sensitive skin, this one is for you. So let's talk through ingredients here. So you can see at the bottle, so there's so much shine. It's just so shiny and glossy and nice things. So you can kind of see there. So it's got 5.5% resveratrol. It has 8.75% beta-glucan and ceramides, which is great to strengthening the skin barrier and locking in that hydration. It's got 1.5% carnosine complex, which is a soothing peptides, and it's got antioxidant shield complex that includes centella, green tea, and some other stuff. So this one, again, for my sensitive menopausal skin and dry skin, this one is perfect. So let me show you the texture. Look at that. Can you see how creamy that is? That is gorgeous. So for you dry skin people, you will love this. Nice gloss there, and absolutely perfect for dry skin. So highly recommend, of course. Then we're going to go to Retinal serum, and a lot of you are actually asking me in the last video in the comments if I could recommend some very gentle retinoids. So that's why I included this one for those of you who had that question. I have made a note to make a longer video with more recommendation, but I thought let me sneak in one recommendation for you, because this one is related to my soul trip. So that is, you might have seen me talking about this before, but it is the 107 Retinal serum. This one is fantastic if you have sensitive skin, whether you simply have sensitive menopausal skin like me, or you just have general sensitive skin, or you are looking to use something more sensitive because you use something stronger on some days. This is really good. So let's dive in. So this one has 0.1% retinal, and it has black vinegar, it has a lot of a vitamin complex, it has quite a few fermented ingredients, so fermented ginseng in there, it has fermented wheat extract, pine bark extracts, which is all good for sort of like anti-inflammatory properties and hydration. It's got probiotic and prebiotic complex. So let's look at this texture. And the thing with this texture that I feel, my feelings are that it's very elegant. And you can see it's got a bit of bounce to it, it's got a bit of creaminess to it, and it goes nicely in. It feels very nurturing. And you can see it absorbs straight away. So this one's been a long time favorite. I probably emptied maybe like 3 or 4 of these. So yeah, I should get a subscription. I don't know if they have that, but very good. And I'm actually pausing my tretinoin for a little bit to just use some more gentle vitamin A's at the moment, and this is one of the ones that I will be using instead. So next one, we have a serum for texture, hyperpigmentation, and those kind of things that us mature skin people also deal with. And that is a new release from Niche Beauty Lab in their Theramid series. This is called the Even In serum. So this has things like, look how pretty and green it is. This has things like tranexamic acid, kojic acid, and alpha-arbutin. So that's sort of like the key trio in here. Let's just dive into texture straight away. This is going to be creamy. Oh no, I thought it was going to be creamy, kind of creamy gel-like. You see, a little bit of a yellow color to it. And it is quite rich. It's quite a rich serum. You see, I love me some rich serums, but it goes in very nicely. And for a hyperpigmentation serum with these kind of ingredients, this is very affordable. With my discount code, this is like £25. So that's affordable hyperpigmentation treatment. So worth paying attention to. Actually, almost like all the series in the Theramid line are so good. Their azelaic acid serum is very nice, and their ceramide serum is fantastic. Love that for sort of skin barrier building. Right, next we are going to Iceland. You remember my trip to Iceland? And I didn't actually buy that there, but then I was gifted it from the team, and I was very happy because look! This is the Blue Lagoon, the serum. When something is called the serum, you know they mean business. So I have been wanting to try this for so long, and my skin has been loving this for all of September. So with Blue Lagoon, they really do a lot of their research. They pull stuff from nature, from the area around the Blue Lagoon, and I love that. So in here, if we dive a little bit in, they've got a Blue Lagoon complex, which is patented with their microalgae and silica ingredients, so that's very good for stimulating collagen production. They've got Blue Lagoon seawater, which is boosting overall skin health. They've got vitamin C to brighten the skin, and they've got 3 hyaluronic acids, just as some of what this does. So it's a multitasking serum for brightening, hydration, and evening skin complexion. Yeah, but this really delivered on what I wanted it to be, and my skin has just been so nice and balanced. So I'm kind of been using this instead of vitamin C because it does include vitamin C. So yeah, love that. Very elegant. Not that cheap, but very elegant. Okay, I know for the next one, many will be very excited to hear this review and that it's included here. So you know how big a fan I am of the IOPE Stem 3 Emulsion. And you might know that they have either redone the packaging or reformulated. They have done upgrades to the whole series, and I was very nervous about it. So do you remember it used to be a white bottle? Now it is a grey, shiny thing. And the main thing on the bottle is that they basically say that we've added PDRN to this, funny that. PDRN trend, etc. So it makes sense. Did they need to do anything with an already perfect formula? I don't know, but I have tried it and my skin does like it very much. So, and I've also compared the two formula. I put them side by side, and I know they've done a couple of things that they've removed, no major ingredients that I was concerned about. They've added in this PDRM. I think it is not salmon DNA, I think it is a plant derived. When I say I think, I mean my AI pal thinks it is a plant-based PDRN. Are you guys all regular ChatGPT users? I'm becoming more and more. And now I've named my chat GPT. Do you guys do that? Mine is called Max. So I just ask Max and we figure things out together. But Max thinks that, that it's a plant-derived PDRN. So yeah, they've also added, the PDRN and some hyaluronic acid and something called chlorella extract. Not sure what the last one is, but so they're basically trying to make this formula even more hydrating. And what I love about this little baby, let's look a little closer. Look how shiny that is. Ooh, very, very shiny. What I love about this one is that it's really just amazing for my skin. It's hydrating and calming as well. What I was nervous about was that they would mess with the allantoin complex that they have in here, because that is my favorite. So the allantoin complex includes sort of allantoin and panthenol, major ingredients there, and that's just so good for soothing the skin. And yeah, my skin really loves that. It's getting that toning down the redness in my menopausal skin, was really hydrating it. And I think adding in a type of PDRN just adds in more hydration. So I'm okay with it. I'm really fine. I can recommend it. And it wasn't that expensive. I mean, this looks very bougie. I think on YesStyle it's maybe around £35, which is, I mean, it's not super cheap, but it's also not like super breaking the back in a ridiculous kind of way. So yeah, I was happy about that. Texture wise, I did compare the two textures, and I think the new one is just a tiny bit lighter, which is fine. Both of them feel very elegant and very silky, and that silkiness, the experience of that sort of really silky experience when applying this, that's what I was also afraid that they would miss, but that's really in there. It does feel very good on the skin. So yes, IOPE, I will continue to use your upgraded serum emulsion. Excuse my French. Okay. Next one. Oh, next one is so exciting. This one released when I'm filming this today, which is the 1st of October. This one released today. And this one is from SACHI, you guys. So this one is the new moisturizer from SACHI Skin. It is called the Future Veil Firm and Repair Peptide Cream. Peptide moisturizer. That's exactly what mature skin needs, and SACHI is always looking after sensitive skin as well, so that's been kept in mind. I kind of like this Future Veil name. In the marketing, they're like talking about your future skin, getting to know your future skin, so that's sort of like a nice little nod to what the formula will do. I know it took them 5 years to develop this, so I know a lot of care has gone into it. They haven't just rushed it, they really waited, because the whole SACHI line is just so, what's the word I'm looking for? Intentional. It is very intentional, and I know that they wouldn't want to release a cream before it really was perfect, and that perfect final piece in the puzzle, which now it is. And although it's released today, I've already emptied a bottle of this because I was very lucky to be part of one of the early testers, and already that, and I didn't know the ingredient list then, but today I do. But already then my skin was just, it was craving it. It was literally craving it. And I think that is because, again, it's very nurturing, it is calming, but also very good for my wrinkles. So it has actives in there that sort of my fine lines and wrinkles need, but it's also leaning into the fact that my skin is sensitive. So this is kind of perfect formulation for someone like me. So I want to dive into, let's put the pretty bottle sort of like here, and let me just dive in a little bit to the ingredient list. So it has 5 different hydrators, which includes beta-glucan and hyaluronic acid. It has encapsulated peptides, so that's for the firming. It has a blend of antioxidants and soothers in there, including regulating glucosides, and it has ceramides in there. So it's also got growth factor peptides, so it's got oligopeptide 1 for that growth, and it's also got tripeptide 29 for boosting of collagen. So all the things that we need for our mature skin. So little tips there. Now let's take a moment. Beautiful. Can you see that this is slightly light blue? Isn't that gorgeous? And it's sort of like a rich but not too rich texture. So for those with dry skin, it really is going to give you a satisfying hydration. It feels like, even on my hand, it just feels so good. It feels comforting. It feels comforting. I think that's a word I would say. So I can definitely recommend this one. It is probably the most expensive product yet in their range. It's £105. Less with my 15% off code. It's 50 ml, glass bottle. It is very beautiful. So if you're looking for a moisturizer that's really going to work sort of at a multi-level for all those mature skin concerns, helping with your fine lines and wrinkles, helping with your collagen, producing more, minimizing those wrinkles. I think this one does sort of like, it targets everything in one. So it's definitely a very multi-tasking moisturizer, so I definitely think it's worth it from my perspective. So I have 2 more moisturizers, and yeah, they're all, none of these are cheap. I'm sorry people, we're going luxury, we're going proper in, but these are high end these are, so, and this is where I think I actually love skincare. It's not in the luxury high end, it's more in sort of like it's expensive, but we're not paying for brand only. What we're paying for is technology and development and formulas and research, and I'm okay with that. So if I am spending money on something, I would rather spend on products that have really taken their time to develop and isn't just fast produced or mass produced, rather than, for example, spending money on a Dior cream where you might get all of those things as well, but in addition you would be paying simply for the brand. So I'm kind of like okay recommending these. So the next one on my list, it's a brand that I absolutely adore. Everything I've tried for them has been literally a perfect. Their serum, their growth factor peptide serum is a perfection, and that is Dr. Diamond. And look at this. Look at this thing. Oh, we gotta go close straight away. So I have this. What? Look, it's a magnet thing. So you're not gonna lose your little spatula. That's cool, right? And then it's got sort of like a half moon. The M there, name of the product here. It's just such beautiful packaging. So whilst you admire this beautiful, gorgeous texture, so this one is, it's basically a barrier moisturizer. So it's repairing skin barrier, bringing hydration, protecting, improving skin texture, all good things. So there is lots of hyaluronic acids in here. There are biomimetic natural moisture factors. So that is humectants that helps the skin retain hydration. So there's like glycerin, shea butter, squalane, niacinamide. I mentioned hyaluronic acid, ceramide. There's 5 different ceramides. How good is that? Let's go into the texture. The little cute little spatula. I can't get over how cute that spatula is. Okay. So creamy and gorgeous. Tidy up after myself. Ooh, rich and lovely. And this feels very, very silky as well, you guys. Oh my gosh. Yes. This is one of those things where I just close my eyes and go, It's just, very, very good. I've got a bit on my arm as well. The experience is beautiful. It's a rich but not heavy cream. Absolutely love it. This one is the most expensive though, but it does feel that way too. Like it's very elegant. So another stunner of a cream. Final moisturizer, and we have Medicaid's new peptide cream. Also love this one. There's a lot going on in the moisturizer world. Like I'm just enjoying my rituals so much. And so this is their Advanced Pro Collagen Peptide Cream. So it's a collagen and peptide cream. Love that. Also fantastic for mature skin. So what does this do? It's good for hydration. It says intense hydration. It is good for wrinkle reduction. It is good for improving firmness and supporting collagen. So love that it does have growth factors in there as well, which we love, and carnosine, NAD plus, and a bunch of other stuff. Shall we dive in, you guys? Let's look at texture of this one. I've also been using this one at night. Again, it's a rich texture cream for us oldies that like rich creams. I'm just going to put my finger in here because that's totally fine. And then I'm going to... See that? See, that is rich. Again, rich, silky, yum, yum, yum. I love this and the skin has been absolutely loving this. The only note I have on this is to make sure to patch test first, because I don't know why Metakit does this. Sometimes they add essential oils in. So sorry to disappoint some of you people, but there is lavender water in here and rosemary water. My skin has been good with this, although I do have a pimple coming up there. Hope it's not this one. But I've been using this for a couple of weeks already, so I don't think it's that. But other than that, very good. Wish I didn't put in those essential... Is it an essential oil if it's a flower extract? I need to look that up. Let me know in the comments. What's the correct thing? But yeah, flower extracts can cause the same reactions in my skin at least, so I'm not sure why they need to do that. It would have been perfect without those kind of things. But I will definitely recommend it. My skin has been loving it and it feels very, very good. So that was all my skincare, and I've decided to include 3 body care products as well today. Yes. And I'm going to start with a massive product, which is Dr. Sam's new body cleanser. Been loving this one. Fantastic for KP skin, or like the chicken skin, bumpy skin. The reason she created this one was to tackle KP. So I received this a couple of weeks ago and have been loving it. The texture is, if you know their cleanser, it's sort of like a gel texture. It doesn't foam, and this one here is the same. This one doesn't foam either. It's like a rich gel texture. Very nice, but it is rich, and then you just mix it with water and it becomes like a lovely little consistency. Beautiful. So I can recommend that one for body. And then 2 more. So that is your body wash. Then I have a body lotion, and I picked this one up in Seoul. This is Rejuran, you guys. They have a new body lotion. And look at this kind of cool little bottle. It's like a rounded shape. Let's go close. You see this? Like a little rounded shape here. Now, this one has PDRN in it as well as much of their skincare. And oh my goodness, my skin has been loving this on my body. It is so elegant and easy to apply. Let me demonstrate immediately. So this is just very, very, very hydrating. You can see it's rich and nice. And look at the creaminess of this. But it's so easy, like if I go on my arm, like it's so easy to apply it. And it doesn't drag, it just kind of flows. It's not too runny, it's really creamy and nice. But this, I think, if you like really elegant body care, this one, nice surprise. So I had to kind of like recommend that one immediately. And then final item, I promise, but that is a hand cream, which I picked up in Seoul. I can just go in close there because I have 2 cameras. So this one is a basil sorbet garnished with candied figs and berries. And this is from KUOCA. Now, I don't know if you have heard of this brand before, but it's a lovely brand from Seoul. They've got a lovely, quite small store in Songsu in Seoul, but everything they make smells so good. And this basil scent profile is the latest scent that they have. So they have this in hand cream, body wash, body lotion, and I bought all 3 because I've already got a lot of their other body stuff. I picked that up last time. They also have skincare, which my skin can't use because they're essential oil and flower extracts and stuff like that. It looks gorgeous though, so if my skin was fine with that, I would totally use it. But the body stuff is amazing, and this one smells probably the most subtle, but it smells very warm and basil-y, and yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but it's beautiful. So I can recommend that one as well. They do have a website for us globals, which you can buy stuff on. And I think, where have I seen it? Doodle Skin maybe? I have to check. I'll try and find a link if there is one and put in the comments. If there's no link, then it's for the lucky ones of you that are in Seoul, but I had to recommend it because I've been loving it. So those are my September favorites. What did you think? What are you excited about? Is there anything that you've already tried? Anything that you want to pick up? Do let me know. Also, let's talk about how shocked we are that it's October already, because you know what that means. Christmas is coming, and you know what that means. The end of the year is coming. So yeah. But anyways, I am delighted to have shared these favorites with you, and next month I will be diving into all my stuff from my haul in Seoul. So I think my October favorites will be a lot of K-beauty. So yeah, but in the meantime, let's see what else I fall in love with for the next time, and I will also enjoy continuing to use these. Let me know in the comments what you thought, anything that you're curious about, any questions I can answer, etc. I would love it if you give this video a like, and if you give me a follow if you haven't already, and you can join me in just geeking over skincare every Sunday. So till then, have a lovely week, and I'll see you next Sunday.